Welcome back to TK Experience. This is podcast 12, and this is going to be all about our social media journey so far. We've only posted one time so far this spring semester, and it is because we've been so busy working on so many different projects, and we've really been working hard and consistent each day, but we have not forgot about this podcast, and we still plan on using this for sure in the future. So we're going to be talking about our social media journey, and Kress, why don't you start us off with Project 50?
Yeah, so back in last fall, we did Project 50. And just to remind you guys, Project 50 was a project or a challenge, as you would call it, where you set up a lot of rules and you're productively disciplined throughout the course of 50 days. So a few of the rules that we did, Tom, was wake up at 7 a.m., go to the gym, get some work done, get something productive done also during the day as well, and even with practice. And we always recorded it and showed like each time of the day what we did. And I know you'd always make a schedule too, and I went along with that path as well. But that was a very big change and step for us because it allowed us to build a discipline of getting up in the morning, getting stuff done, which was really beneficial. And that was really the birth, the plant and seed, as you would say, of everything that's happening now. So Project 50 was really good, really good.
Yeah, so I mean, moving forward from Project 50, now we wake up at 6:30 every day. We still hit the gym. We always make our beds. And we're still on kind of the same schedule, but it's just honestly our normal lives now.
Yeah.
And 50 days is a long time. So all those habits, they're instilled in us, and we'll continue doing it, until the rest of our college semester. And once we're in the real world, we'll continue doing these habits. So I'm really grateful, and Project 50 really has changed our lives. So in the past fall, Kress made WCU MSOC Media on Instagram. This account is all about, our Westchester soccer team, behind the scenes, interviews, getting to know the guys more, collabs, and all kinds of stuff like that. After about a week or two of Kress doing it by himself, I jumped right on board, and I was helping him from almost day one. And it's crazy to see where it's at now, because one of our most recent videos on Instagram got 140,000 views. We collabed with the cheer team recently, which got almost 5,000 views, and now we're collabing with the field hockey team soon. So our goal for that account is just continuing to grow, collab with more, Westchester sports teams, maybe try to get some sponsorships, because I have 2 NIL deals myself. I'm trying to look at how to get a whole team to get an NIL deal. So we've been really working, and me and Kress have been behind that entire account. We've been shooting the videos, we've been editing it, we've been posting it. So it has took a lot of our energy and effort, and I don't regret anything, and we've been doing really good with that, and I'm excited to see the future of it.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I think doing that definitely taught us a lot of lessons, made us try new things. I know a lot of times we stayed up a bit late past our bedtime, figuring stuff out and try to edit videos, put transitions in, all these different types of things. And that's really important because doing that, again, like we've mentioned, from Project 50 to now that, it's just building blocks of us getting to that next point, that next step of what we want to do and achieve. And I do look forward to doing it because attention is a new currency, and the more we figure out how to get attention, monetize it, make it work for us instead of us working for the attention, and by that I mean just consuming attention all the time, we really start to figure a lot of stuff out.
Yeah, I think, us running that account, I think it's going to inspire other Westchester sports teams to just, really try to improve their social media presence. I've been in talks with my coach, and I'm really trying to help him out with our main account, and there's so much potential. There's around 23 sports teams here at Westchester, and I really want to just get everyone to, show up to each other's games, show some support, cheer each other on, because if we show love, people will show love back to us, and they'll be out there in the fall, supporting our soccer team. So we've been really trying to, in a way, kind of change the culture and environment for the athletic department, and that kind of leads us to our next point with Kress really working with the Westchester Athletics main Instagram page and people who run it.
Yeah, think about this. Let's just all take a moment. Assuming you're a student listening to this part, or even a staff maybe. Picture a school, a university, a big university, top 5 biggest possibly in Pennsylvania, right? Picture all those sports teams together. Let's say there's a soccer game. Volleyball players pull up, football players pull up, all the different sports teams pull up, support each other, vice versa when it's their game. Now, coupled with that, picture a student section. Picture a student section club on campus groups or Ram Connect. Picture these things, because these things are going to happen. Picture that environment. What's that environment like? Can Greek life and athletes link up together? Can they bring in presents? Can they do fundraising? Can they do a bunch of things? This is all the stuff we can create. We have over 15,000, probably at 20,000 students now in university. And we all came here to have a college experience, right? We all came here to have a bit of a social life. So why not and why can't we try to integrate those things together and bring it on? And that's one of the projects with the Westchester Athletics team, or the social media rather, because one thing I've always been driven about, and quite frankly us both, is why has and how has the social interaction of us young adults changed, and what can we do about it to steer back in the right direction? So I think if we can get more of an insight and use a lot of our creativity into WCU Athletics, we can really funnel a lot of stuff. We could get players more involved, players more together, have first year students do a lot of stuff in their first year here as freshmen, and really build that energy, because you build a good sports team, build a good social media, recruits, everyone follows you, people get notified more, they get to the games. Games creates more like a social kind of a spirited life on campus. You know, we're not Penn State, but look how Penn State is, you know. Everyone loves it. They have the gear, they have the Westchester, Penn State, all that stuff. So that's our goal, really get to that next step of just bring everyone together.
Yeah, ever since COVID, 2020, college life and just life in general has been much different. People are much, stay to themselves. They're less likely to interact. And, to be completely honest, if you're in an elevator with somebody, they're just gonna be on their phones. And even if you try to make a conversation with them, they're gonna, in a way, feel weird, or,
people think you're weird when you say hi if you don't know them. Or
yeah,
hello, or have a good day.
So the whole campus life has kind of been different since COVID, and we're trying to kind of reconstruct that and filling missing pieces. And it's a big job, but we've been having a bunch of meetings with. I have a meeting with the assistant athletic director. Kress has been meeting with a bunch of other people in the athletic department, and we've just been trying to divide and conquer and just really just shape our program just for success. And my main goal is just to really try to get sponsorships for the team. Imagine if we could get some free gear for the entire team, or any free products or snacks or drinks, protein powder. So I've been really trying to just work with that and just to provide value for companies, because why would they want to sponsor you if you don't post or do anything about it? You have to provide value. So we've been trying to really work with that, and that's been one of my main focuses this spring so far, has been on Westchester Soccer Media and just that type of project. But looking forward, Kress, what are a couple of your goals, and just what are your main focuses? Because we only have 6 weeks of college left for the semester.
That's a very good question. And before we go on that, I want to touch upon that last topic we just talked about. So when things go right, we lay out our ideas in our proposal, and then we further bring that to certain people who can help outsource and get that going. And by extension, it funnels down to the athletes, to staff, to students, and then we bring it all together and just see how it can really go. And to answer that question, Tom, me personally, what I'm really trying to do is maintain and build a consistent routine / schedule all going throughout the rest of the semester. I've figured out a lot of stuff, and I've also learned a lot of stuff that's going to help me on my growth, my current new growth, and all those different types of things. So that's one of my biggest goals. And another one is like we always talk about, really getting our first client for a new business insider right there. But yeah, so that's really the other thing too, just really trying to figure out how and what I can be, but also kind of building myself up towards the summertime where I can really just hit the ground running. What about you?
So as you sneak peek a little bit, we've been working on a business and involve social media, but that's all I'm going to give to you guys, because we don't want to spoil anything. But we've been working on a lot of different projects, and the hardest part that we've been finding is there's only 24 hours in a day, and we've been just working against the clock just every day, just trying to become better each day. And we get caught up sometimes, and we kind of forgot about the podcast a little bit, and push it to the side. But I'm really glad that we made this video just to kind of explain what we're doing, what we're working on, because we've got a lot of stuff going on. And if there's any Westchester students watching this, please reach out to us, comment on this video. We're trying to network with as many people as possible. We're always down to build new relationships, and just trying to make Westchester a better community and place. And moving forward, we have 6 weeks left. Trying to land our first client for our business, try to get a sponsorship, and eventually I'm gonna be doing my internship over summer at Quadrant Private Wealth Management. So it's a private equity, private wealth firm. So I'm really excited for that. I'm gonna learn a lot, and time goes by quick. So make the most out of it. And if you haven't already, guys, make your bed every day. That's my biggest piece of advice. Win the morning early.
Yeah, that's very good advice. And yeah, our next goals is to just really see what we're capable of and see what we could do. And guys, please, like you said, like, comment, subscribe, share what we have going on, because we are doing this for the betterment of everything else. We understand what can be done, and we're just trying to see how far we can get with that. And think about this as well too. Everyone who does something first or takes that first leap is often considered crazy, don't know what they're doing, or inexperienced. People don't come and see your good ideas until it comes to fruition, until they finally see the big picture. So a lot of people may not come around until the final product is done, but the more you hop on towards the final project, I believe the quicker it can be done too. So yeah.
Well, thank you guys always for the support, and that's our podcast number 12, all about our social media journey so far. We're excited to see where it's going to continue going, and if you guys have any video ideas, content ideas, whatever, let us know.
Thank you guys.
TK, as always, TK Experience, we're out.